Hello, lovely folks of YouTube. Ren here in a very awkward spot in my garden. I'm here on the bench by the back pond. It's time to do an October garden tour. I'm not feeling so hot. It's been kind of a crappy week, but you're not really here to hear me piss and moan now, are you? You're here to see what's going on in my garden. So I'm going to do my best, is all I'm saying. I'm going to do my best. But anyway, let's start with the pond over here, because that's where I am. So, pond's looking a little murky. I just put a treatment in there. So some of the little powdery stuff that you see floating on the top, particularly like in my little planter right here, that's actually an enzyme treatment to help cut down on the sludge. I did just feed the fish, so I'm kind of hoping that they'll come up where you can see them. There are 4 goldfish in there right now. I started with 7, but something's been eating them. At least that's the only thing I can think of. Because 3 of them had disappeared. So, but I have 4 in there, and the 4 that are in there have gotten quite big. There's one coming up to the surface now. Yeah, that's it. Eat your goodies. Eat your food. Okay, you can kind of sort of see all 4 of them there now, but they're shy, you know, probably because, again, they've been there have been predators that have been hunting them, so, you know, they don't come up to the surface very often. They tend to hang out in the deep. At least not when there's anything big around, like a person, you know. Sometimes if you sit out here quietly long enough, they'll come up. But there is a frog in the pond as well who has also gotten big. I don't know if that frog is the one that's been eating my fish or not, but at the very least, it hasn't eaten any of the fish recently, if that is the case. Frog is currently hiding down below somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, but usually I'm calling him a he. I don't know whether it's a he or she. I'm assuming it's a he because it's a solitary frog and he probably got kicked out of the breeding grounds by the other frogs. But he usually hangs out in the water. I think he kind of goes down into the planter that I have my lily pad in when I'm hanging around. So eventually he does come up. If I stay here and I stay quiet, he comes up to get air. Usually like hiding either under the waterfall or under one of the other rocks somewhere, but he will come up eventually. But yeah, pond is starting to wind down. You can see it's looking a little murky. Again, I just put a treatment in it, so hopefully that will clarify it a little bit. But I'm gonna have to start winterizing soon because, yeah, eventually we're gonna start hitting a frost, and you know, some things are gonna have to go away. These begonias are gonna be gone when the frost hits. My Rex begonia over there is still doing pretty well. Actually has some flowers on it, which I was super excited about. Look, little flowers. Now, I didn't grow it for the flowers, of course. It has gotten a little bug eaten, but that's going to come in over the winter because that one I really care about. This is a cool plant right here that blooms in October. This is called a toad lily. Trichritis, I think, is the species name on that. So you can see it is appealing to the bumblebees. It's one of their, like, you know, late season nectar sources, so that's a cool plant. It's not native to here, it's from Asia, but bees don't care. They don't care where the flowers are from, they just want the nectar. Oh, hello! So there's Hades. He's our indoor-outdoor cat, and he's looking for love right now. He's very mad that I'm ignoring him, because obviously the whole reason I would be outside is just to pet him, right? Yes, yeah, keep yelling at me, buddy. That's fine. So, here's another thing that's blooming right here. This is my Chinese camellia, the Camellia sinensis, that I actually did a whole video on. If you're interested in it, it is the plant that we get tea from. So, there's that. Oh, what else do we have? You can see I've actually weeded in this area, which is, I feel like it's a huge accomplishment for me, honestly, with the way things have been going lately. Here, look. Look, you can actually see the whole path. Oh, that's so nice. So, yeah, that's nice. Roses are blooming again. This is the other time of year that roses will bloom. And of course, this is the Pemberton Rose. Pemberton, I think? Yeah, I think it's Pemberton. This is Penelope is the name of this rose. So, very nice little coral pink buds that open to these sort of ivory color flowers. Fragrant, frequent bloomer, hedge rose, minimal maintenance. It's basically everything I was looking for in a rose. There's another cool one that's over here that blooms this time of year. This is my aster. This one in particular, the name of this cultivar is October Sky, which I think is very appropriate. It does kind of match the color of the sky on days that the sky doesn't look like this anyway. So this is a really nice one, particularly when I look out my window on the days that I actually can see out my window because the sun is shining. Oh my gosh, all right, fine. He is so needy. You are so needy. But yes, lately, between October, well, the autumn equinox and the vernal equinox, basically, I don't get to see much of the sun because I'm a 12-hour shift worker. So usually I leave the house before the sun comes up and I get home well after the sun has gone down. So I don't get to see a whole lot of the sun on the days that I work. Oh my gosh. You are such a slut for attention. So this is the guy that used to be a stray. Somebody obviously must have abandoned him and he just kind of glommed onto us and now lives in our house. He still likes to go outside. We allow him to go outside now that he's been microchipped and flea treated and had his vaccines and all of the things that he actually needs in order to go outside safely. I'm still not crazy about him going outside because it's dangerous for cats, particularly black cats, to be outside, but I can't really stop him either. My rules are, though, that he has to come back in before nightfall. So you can be outside now, but you got to come in before it gets dark, mister. So, apple trees, meh, kind of a mediocre yield this year. We had a lot of blight issues, a lot of fungus. Yeah. I didn't even get any apples off of my 2 other trees. This one little tree has a few edible apples, but otherwise not that great. Oh, I do want to show you this, however. I mean, I'll do a quick pan over here. Vegetable beds are meh. I do have Bootlesia still blooming. Butterfly plant. Again, this is not native, but it's a nice nectar source for the butterflies and bees too, who want it. However, this is very creatively planted right next to my rue plant. Basically, this gives a nice little rest stop for the black swallowtail butterflies who come around and do this. Let's see if I can zoom in there without it getting all blurry. Can I focus? Oh man, that just made it worse. So no, okay, but yes. Black swallowtail caterpillars are all over. Oh, look at this guy's eating. Nom, 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 nom. Eat the rue. So yeah, the rue is their favorite plant. They love it. All those compounds that make it super bitter to us will make them highly unpalatable to predators when they eat it. So now the more mature ones, of course, are the ones that have the really bright, you know, sort of green, yellow, white stripes on them. The less mature ones are these kind of little black blobby ones. They're actually, because they haven't had time to eat the plant and get all those defenses, their normal coloration in that instar is made to make them look like bird droppings. So they look like they're not palatable to birds simply because they look like poop, which is great. I think it's great. You gotta fucking love nature. So anyway, a couple other things I just want to show you real quick over here. Strawberries are actually the other thing that I have weeded, which is great. I'm going to put down some pine mulch in order to kind of make some headway and try to keep whatever I gained here. There's a couple little pieces of grass that are popping up there, but by and large, strawberries are doing well. And then, of course, back here on the back side of my asparagus, I have a whole bunch of weeds, but these are cool weeds. So check this out, particularly here, right here. Ah, yeah. So that is pokeberry. Pokeberry is native here in the United States, particularly here in Virginia. It is poisonous, mildly so. But these berries, these very, very cool looking berries, make a very, very nice bright purple ink. You can literally just smash the berries and just dip a pen in the berry juice and write with it, which is super cool. So, yep. Another thing I have growing wild, this is like my trash corner right here, which is, yeah, like my, my compost is overflowing. So there's like a lot of cardboard and stuff that's just back here waiting to fit in the compost. But look, I got wild grapes too. Little bitty wild grapes. There's not a whole lot to them, but they're there. So I'm not planning on eating them. I just think it's cool. But yeah, Other than that, yeah, everything here in the vegetable beds is just kind of petering out. You can see even the marigolds are just kind of like on their last legs here, so not a whole lot going on. Even the broom corn's been harvested. There's a couple little, like I've left the stalks because sometimes the little side shoots will pop up. Like you can kind of see a little side shoot here that might, or another one here. And these might still give me some seed heads. Here's one. See, here's a little side shoot with a seed head on it. It's not as big as the ones that you get, so I can't really use them for broom making, but I can still use the seed to harvest. So, and they might, you know, be good for small decorative purposes. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna call it here because this guy is not gonna leave me alone unless I keep petting him. So, all right. Oh my gosh. All right, say goodbye to the internet, Hades. I hope this video finds y'all well, and I will see you again soon.